Hi everyone, it's Gary Mogford and this is part 2 of my Entrepreneurs Bootcamp 2009 video. Now before I do anything, I just want to say a very big thank you. As some of you may know, I've been involved in this industry now for nearly 2 years. And if it wasn't for Andrew Reynolds and his cash on demand system, I may have never got started in the first place. So I just want to say thanks very much. Without your inspiration, I wouldn't have continued looking for a system that I could use to make money online. Thankfully, I've found the system that I'm using to this day, which is Your NetBiz. Since I found that system, I really haven't looked back. So a big thank you to Andrew. I also want to say thank you to Andrew's staff at the O2 and obviously the guest speakers. I know everybody that I've spoken to over the course of the weekend has had a fantastic time. I was lucky enough to meet up with some friends of mine who are also members of the Turnkey Marketing Group Inner Circle, and as I will do, they've taken away lots of ideas that you can sort of implement into your own business, different strategies that these top marketers use that you wouldn't necessarily find out about unless you attended these sort of seminars. So if you are thinking of going to one of these seminars in the future, please definitely do so. You need to stay ahead of the pack in this industry, and only by coming to such events will you manage to do so. So, if you want to be a leader, be at the forefront of the industry, come to these sort of events. You'd be surprised what you'll be able to pick up and implement into your own businesses. Now, that brings me to what I want to discuss on this video. Now, rather than going in depth into each individual speaker, what I want to do is do a screenshot at the end of the video with a list of the speakers that I saw, and then you can take their details, Google them and find out all the information that you want to on each of the individuals. Then I think in a few weeks time I'll do maybe a couple of videos on the people that I thought were really relevant, and do a more in-depth video on each individual. So look out for those. That takes us to day one, should we say, of the boot camp. Now, the first guy that we had on was someone that I was lucky enough to meet last year at the boot camp 2008. His name's Pat Massetti. He's an Australian motivational speaker, and this guy really is fantastic. You can get a crowd going like no one I've ever seen. His mindset techniques are fantastic. So if you want to actually see him live on tape or on video, shall I say, check him out on YouTube. He really is fantastic. The next speaker we had on day one was actually Andrew Reynolds himself. He didn't really discuss the cash on demand system very much, but I believe he's got some new ideas that he's coming out with, some new systems, and there seems to be quite a bit of interest in those, so we'll have to see how he gets on with those new systems. His main sort of focus was on distancing yourself from negativity. There's so many problems in the world these days. Every time you turn the news on, it's doom and gloom. You get people surrounding you saying, oh, you'll never make money online, you can't do this and you can't do that. Just distance yourself from all those sort of things. Surround yourself with positive people that have actually done it. Rather than sort of speaking to the guy in the pub that's on the dole, who's never sort of done a day's work in his life. Try and find a mentor that can actually help you set your business up and get you making money like they're doing online. So that's one of the most important things. We then had someone that I didn't know very much about. He's actually an eBay entrepreneur, and his name's Adam Ginsberg, and he's basically started from scratch on eBay selling pool tables, believe it or not, but he's now gone on to be one of the most successful people on eBay. So if you're into eBay and looking for different ways to make money on that system, obviously check this guy out at the end. We then had someone that I met last year. His name is Armand Morin. He's quite a well-known internet marketer. His main focus was on why you need a system to be successful in this industry, and also a lot of people don't sort of realise how important residual income is. Now, both of those issues we deal with Your NetBiz. It's a fantastic system, and it's got built-in residual income. So, you can see the importance of someone like this is putting his weight behind those sort of things that you need for an internet business. You can see how fantastic Your NetBiz is. We then had someone else that I'd never heard of before, but again he was very inspirational. His name was Andy Harrington, motivational speaker again, and he's got a few courses going, I believe, in London at the end of this year and the beginning of next. So be interesting to do a bit of homework and see how he gets on with those. As I say, some of the things that he was saying really did make sense. And at the end of the day, this industry is not just about making money. It's about having the right mindset to be able to hang on to that money. One of the examples the guys used was Mike Tyson. He's earned in his boxing career nearly $500 million, and now he's broke because he didn't have the correct mindset to hang on to it. So you can see why they have these inspirational and motivational speakers at these shows, because it's such an important part of, well, any business, to be quite honest, any lifestyle. You need to have the correct mindset. We then went on to someone else that was at last year's boot camp, and for those of you that sort of say Andrew Reynolds' cash on demand system doesn't work, Andrew Reynolds is rubbish, well, here's living proof that Andrew Reynolds' systems do work. His name's Andy Harrington. Sorry, his name's Simon Coulson. Get it right. Now, this guy used to work for BT up to about 5 years ago, took redundancy, got involved with Andrew Reynolds, went on one of his training courses. He's now a self-made millionaire, deals mainly in sort of e-books and those sort of things, and how-to sort of e-books, but he's built up a very successful empire, shall we say. Again, someone else that you might want to take a look at and pick up some very good ideas from him. We then went on to a little Chinese guy, and a fantastic speaker. His name was Tom Hua. Now, he is one of the world's leading authorities on viral marketing. But what I liked about him, he broke what the basics were that you need for an internet business down into 3 things. And you need to concentrate on these 3 things and make sure that you're getting all of them right to actually have a successful business. The first was you need a product. The second was you need a website, and then you obviously need traffic. So if you're not making money with your internet business, look at each of those parts of the puzzle, if you like, and work out which one or maybe all of them are working, and obviously adjust your strategy to suit. The final speaker that I saw was Chris Howard. Again, another motivational speaker. Very inspiring, some good ideas. As I say, you can look him up after this video and check out what he's doing. Again, I know he's doing lots of shows in the UK. Well worth a look. Now, in my sort of impression of the whole show, the general sort of thread that everybody was touching on was mindset. You've got to have the correct mindset, not just for this business, but any business. The mindset to have that self-belief, and obviously the mindset to take action. It's not just a case of oh well, I'm going to make all this money, and but I don't know how. You've got to believe in yourself. You've got to implement the systems that you can use every day. Have a marketing plan. Use those systems every day, and I'm not saying it's easy. It's hard work when you first get started, but once you've got all those systems in place, you can then automate your business, and it becomes an awful lot easier, believe me. So, what do you need to do? Go back to my first video that I've ever done on this channel. Is find a mentor. That's the most important thing. That's what everybody at the show was basically trying to get across. Each of these speakers is a mentor. Whilst they're trying to sell you their products, they're obviously there giving you information that is valuable beyond belief. So, check out all these people at the end of the video. As I say, I'll try and do some follow-up videos on the ones that I think are important. If you need any more information, obviously you've got my personal website. You can contact me via various methods on there. I'll be pleased to help anybody that needs some more information. Thank you for checking out this video. My name's Gary Mogford, and I'll speak to you all soon. Thank you very much.